Maria Thompson is a resilient and dedicated single mother of two, living in a modest suburban home close to her childhood town. At 38, Maria balances two jobs to support her family after her husband's departure years ago. She works as a paraprofessional at a local elementary school by day and cleans offices by night. Her life is a testament to sacrifice. She gave up a college scholarship to care for her unexpected first child, setting aside her dreams to ensure her children could have the opportunities she missed. Despite the hardships, Maria's home is filled with warmth and laughter, her loving nature providing a nurturing environment for her children to thrive. Her ultimate hope is to one day return to her education and become a teacher, but her current focus is firmly on supporting her children's ambitions, Emily's art, and Tommy's engineering dreams. Maria's notion of silent sacrifice is characterized by the daily, unnoticed efforts she makes to ensure the well-being and future success of her children, Emily and Tommy. This sacrifice manifests in various aspects of her life, from working long hours across two jobs to maintain financial stability, to foregoing personal pleasures and health appointments to save money for their education. Often she skips meals to ensure her children have enough to eat and forgoes new clothes or basic comforts for herself so that she can afford art supplies for Emily and science kits for Tommy. Despite her exhaustion and the personal toll these sacrifices take, Maria never voices her struggles to her children, striving instead to maintain a facade and cheerfulness. Her silent sacrifices are her quiet contributions to the foundation of her children's potential future successes, embodying a hope that her children will have a better life than her own. As Maria juggles her multiple responsibilities, she faces significant early challenges that set the stage for her ongoing sacrifices. Her struggles began shortly after the birth of her first child, Emily, when financial instability loomed due to unexpected medical expenses and her husband's subsequent departure. Living in a community with limited job opportunities, Maria had to be resourceful. She took on a role at the local elementary school that allowed her to be close to her children during the day. In the evenings, she cleaned offices, a job that often left her physically drained but was necessary to meet the mounting bills and ensure a stable home environment. These early challenges were compounded by the need to provide for her children's education and basic needs, pushing Maria to work even harder. The burden of single parenthood, coupled with financial pressures, meant that Maria had little time or energy left for personal pursuits. Her life became a cycle of work and home responsibilities, with each day bringing new tests of her resilience and dedication to her family's future. Amid these continuous hardships, Maria faced a defining moment that crystallized her commitment to sacrifice for her children's futures. This pivotal point came when she had to decide whether to accept a promotion at work that would offer better pay but require more hours, or keep her current position, which allowed her more time with Emily and Tommy. After much contemplation, Maria chose to decline the promotion, prioritizing her presence and support in her children's daily lives over the additional income. This decision, though it meant continuing financial struggle, underscored her belief that her involvement was crucial for the emotional and developmental well-being of her children. It was a silent yet profound sacrifice, reflective of her deep-rooted dedication to nurturing and guiding her children toward promising futures. Through this choice, Maria reinforced her role not just as a provider but as a pivotal emotional cornerstone in her children's lives. The impact of Maria's sacrifices on her own life is both profound and multifaceted. Emotionally, she often feels isolated and burdened by the weight of her responsibilities, yet she rarely shares these feelings, choosing instead to present a facade of strength and contentment to her children. Physically, the long hours and lack of rest take a toll on her health, leading to chronic fatigue and stress-related ailments that she tends to ignore or treat minimally to avoid medical expenses. Socially, Maria has little time for friendships or personal relationships, her social life largely sacrificed for her maternal duties. Despite these personal costs, she remains steadfast in her resolve, driven by a deep love for her children and the hope that her sacrifices will secure them a better future. This enduring commitment defines the essence of her silent sacrifice, enduring personal hardships without complaint for the sake of her children's advancement and happiness. Despite Maria's constant presence and profound sacrifices, her children, Emily and Tommy, remain largely unaware of the full extent of her struggles. Throughout their childhood and into their teenage years, they perceive their mother as the reliable backbone of the family, always present, always providing, but they do not see the financial juggling and personal deprivation she endures to maintain their lifestyle. Maria carefully shields them from the realities of their precarious financial situation and her personal sacrifices, wanting them to focus on their education and personal growth without the burden of worry. This careful curation of their perception allows her children the freedom to dream and aspire without the burden of adult concerns, a gift Maria gives at the expense of her own comfort, and well-being. As Maria continues to shoulder her burdens silently, her struggles become increasingly pronounced. One particular incident epitomizes her silent sacrifices: a winter evening when the family's aging car finally breaks down. Facing an expensive repair bill, Maria chooses to forego fixing the car, instead relying on public transportation to manage her commute and the children's school runs. This decision adds hours to her daily routine, but it enables her to use the repair funds to cover the cost of Tommy's upcoming school science camp, which he has been eagerly anticipating, and to continue Emily's art classes, which are vital for her college portfolio. Maria never mentions the additional strain this decision places on her, nor does she discuss the personal sacrifices involved. She absorbs the inconvenience, fatigue, and the physical toll of this change seamlessly into her life, presenting a calm exterior to her children. This incident serves as a stark reflection of Maria's constant commitment to prioritizing her children's needs and opportunities over her own comfort, embodying the essence of her silent sacrifice. Her choice highlights the depth of her love and the lengths she is willing to go to ensure her children have access to opportunities that nurture their talents and passions. A turning point in the children's lives, greatly influenced by Maria's sacrifices, occurs when Emily receives an invitation to participate in a prestigious art competition, and Tommy is selected for an advanced science and technology summer program. Both opportunities are the result of their mother's relentless emphasis on their education and personal growth, as well as the hidden sacrifices such as the car repair money redirected to support their interests. These opportunities represent significant milestones. They not only validate Maria's decisions to prioritize her children's growth over her personal well-being, but also open doors to future educational and career prospects for Emily and Tommy. The children, filled with excitement and pride, begin to see tangible results from their hard work, not fully realizing yet how deeply intertwined these opportunities are with their mother's quiet foresight and planning. This phase marks a pivotal shift where the benefits of Maria's silent sacrifices begin to materialize, setting her children on paths that could potentially change the trajectory of their lives significantly. The realization of Maria's sacrifices dawns on Emily and Tommy during a school meeting where a counselor praises Maria for her dedication to her children's futures, inadvertently revealing the extent of her sacrifices. The counselor mentions Maria's decision to forego the car repair for funding their extracurricular activities, among other instances. Shocked and moved by this revelation, Emily and Tommy begin to piece together various signs they had overlooked: Maria's constant fatigue, her worn clothes, and her absence at certain school events due to work commitments. This moment of realization profoundly changes their perspective. The children start to see their mother not just as a provider and caretaker, but as the silent hero of their lives. They become more appreciative of her, expressing gratitude and seeking ways to alleviate her burdens. This newfound awareness also inspires a shift in their behavior. They become more cooperative at home, take on more responsibilities, and dedicate themselves even more earnestly to their studies and activities, understanding now that their successes are not just their own but also their mother's. Following their newfound awareness of Maria's sacrifices, both Emily and Tommy experience significant personal growth and a shift in their life choices. They become more intentional about their actions, recognizing the weight of their mother's efforts. Emily, previously undecided about her commitment to art, now pursues it with renewed vigor, aiming for scholarships and exhibitions to ease the financial burden on her mother. Meanwhile, Tommy, inspired by his mother's resilience, dedicates himself to his studies in science, hoping to secure a future that can provide stability and comfort for Maria as well. Their response to Maria's sacrifices not only deepens their resolve to succeed academically, but also cultivates a strong sense of responsibility and empathy within them. They begin to understand the importance of sacrifice and resilience, traits they now see reflected in their mother's every action. This realization fosters a mature perspective on life, prompting them to make decisions that are considerate of their family's circumstances, highlighting the profound influence Maria's silent sacrifices have on shaping the character and future paths of her children. As Maria watches her children grow into conscientious and driven young adults, she begins to reflect on her decisions and the silent sacrifices she has made over the years. She contemplates the missed personal opportunities and the constant strain of her choices, but also the positive outcomes reflected in her children's achievements and character development. This introspection brings a mix of emotions: pride in the success and resilience of Emily and Tommy, and a poignant realization of her own lost potential. Maria occasionally wrestles with questions about whether the extent of her sacrifices was necessary and what might have been if she had made different choices. Despite these moments of doubt, she consistently returns to a feeling of fulfillment, knowing that her decisions enabled her children to pursue opportunities she never had. This complex mix of satisfaction and wonderment underscores her journey as a mother defined by silent sacrifices, revealing the depth of her commitment to her children's futures. Her reflections are tinged with both a sense of loss for herself and immense pride in the paths Emily and Tommy are forging for themselves. The long-term outcomes for Maria's family are significantly shaped by her years of silent sacrifices. Emily secures a scholarship to a prestigious art school, thanks to her impressive portfolio and her mother's relentless support of her artistic endeavors. Tommy, on the other hand, is accepted into a renowned engineering program, his academic prowess and innovative projects making him a standout candidate. Both children credit their success to Maria's unwavering belief in their potential and the countless sacrifices she made to ensure they had every possible advantage. As adults, Emily and Tommy maintain a close relationship with Maria, each finding ways to give back and support their mother as she once supported them. Emily often involves Maria in her art exhibitions, dedicating pieces to her, while Tommy uses his engineering skills to improve the comfort and efficiency of Maria's home. Their successes do not just represent personal achievements but are also a testament to Maria's dedication and the deep impact of her sacrifices. This stage of their lives highlights the transformative power of her selflessness, culminating in a family strengthened by adversity and united by gratitude and mutual respect. As the years pass, Maria's legacy of love and sacrifice becomes a cornerstone of the family's story, offering lessons that resonate beyond their immediate circle. Emily and Tommy, now adults, carry forward the values instilled in them by their mother. Emily incorporates themes of resilience and selflessness into her art, often creating works inspired by Maria's journey, which spark conversations about the unsung sacrifices of parents around the world. Tommy, meanwhile, mentors younger students in engineering, sharing how his path was made possible by his mother's unwavering support and teaching them the importance of giving back. Maria herself finds fulfillment in seeing her children thrive, finally allowing herself to embrace small personal dreams she once put aside. She enrolls in evening classes to pursue her long-held aspiration of becoming a teacher, finding joy in rediscovering her own potential. The bond between Maria and her children strengthens further, built on mutual respect and deep understanding of the sacrifices that shaped their lives. Her story leaves a lasting impression, not just on her family, but on everyone who learns of her quiet heroism, cementing her legacy as a symbol of unconditional love and perseverance. The culmination of Maria's sacrifices and her children's gratitude is encapsulated in a heartfelt moment when Emily and Tommy organize a surprise celebration to honor their mother. They gather close family, friends, and even some of Maria's former co-workers and neighbors who witnessed her journey over the years. The event takes place in a community center adorned with Emily's artwork and photos that depict the family's milestones, from humble beginnings to their present successes. During the celebration, Emily and Tommy each deliver emotional speeches, sharing stories of Maria's silent sacrifices and the profound impact they had on shaping their lives. Emily reveals how her art has been a tribute to her mother's strength, while Tommy expresses how his drive to succeed was inspired by her tireless efforts. They present Maria with a framed painting titled The Pillar, depicting her as the unwavering foundation of their family, along with a symbolic gift, a fully funded enrollment into a local teaching program to finally pursue her dream. Overwhelmed with emotion, Maria embraces her children, tears streaming down her face as she realizes the depth of their appreciation. For the first time, Maria feels the full circle of her sacrifices, her children not only recognizing but honoring her journey, creating a legacy of love, resilience, and fulfillment that will echo through generations. As Maria begins her journey to fulfill her dream of becoming a teacher, her story takes on new meaning, not just for her family but for the community that has quietly observed her resilience. Her enrollment in the teaching program sparks admiration among neighbors and friends, many of whom draw inspiration from her determination to pursue personal growth even after years of selfless dedication to her children. In her classes, Maria brings a unique perspective, sharing her life experiences to connect with younger students and aspiring teachers. Her journey becomes a beacon of hope, showing that it's never too late to chase one's dreams, no matter the obstacles faced along the way. Emily and Tommy, now thriving in their respective fields, rally behind their mother, offering emotional support and celebrating each milestone she achieves. Maria's story begins to ripple outward, featured in local media and shared within her community as an example of perseverance and the power of silent sacrifices. Her impact is no longer confined to her family, it extends to countless others who see in her a reminder that love and resilience can transform lives, leaving a legacy that continues to inspire. Maria's decision to chase her dreams and the ripple effect of her story lead to an unexpected opportunity. She is invited to speak at a local event celebrating community heroes. Nervously but with encouragement from Emily and Tommy, Maria shares her journey for the first time in front of an audience. She talks about the silent sacrifices she made as a single mother, the struggles she endured, and the fulfillment she now feels watching her children thrive. Her speech resonates deeply, moving many in the audience to tears. Maria's humility and authenticity strike a chord, inspiring other parents and individuals to reflect on their own challenges and sacrifices. Some approach her afterward to thank her for sharing her story, while others express how her words have motivated them to persevere through their own difficulties. The event becomes a turning point for Maria, helping her recognize not just the impact of her sacrifices on her family, but also the value of her story in inspiring others. She is invited to participate in similar events, becoming a quiet yet powerful advocate for resilience, education, and the enduring love of parents. Her voice, once reserved for the walls of her home, now reaches far and wide, continuing to shape futures and create connections born from her journey of silent sacrifice. Maria's growing influence within the community leads to her being approached by a local organization focused on supporting single parents. They invite her to serve as a mentor, sharing her experiences and practical advice with others facing similar challenges. Initially hesitant, Maria accepts, realizing that her story could provide not only inspiration but tangible guidance to those navigating the same struggles she once faced. Through the mentorship program, Maria connects with single mothers and fathers, offering encouragement and strategies to overcome financial hardships, prioritize their children's education, and maintain their own emotional resilience. Her warmth and relatability make her a trusted figure, and soon she becomes a pillar of the program. This new role enriches Maria's life, giving her a sense of purpose beyond her immediate family. She begins to see how her sacrifices and journey have equipped her with the wisdom to uplift others. For Maria, helping others find hope and strength mirrors the very lessons she instilled in Emily and Tommy, extending her legacy of love and resilience to a wider circle. Through her mentorship, Maria continues to transform lives, proving that silent sacrifices, when shared, can ripple outward and inspire meaningful change.